Hi everyone, it's Crappy Kathy here, aiming to solve case number 450 for CSI, Color Stories Inspiration. It's a great little group on Facebook, and they've got a blog, csichallenge.blogspot.com, where you can check up on all the previous challenges. It's a very unique and I know you're not supposed to use comparatives when you use the word unique, because unique means only one of a kind. And so I'm just going to say it. It's a unique challenge in that each month you get two cases, one beginning of the month, one mid-month, and you get clues and a description, a presentation of the scene, different kinds of evidence and ideas for topics to document, inspiration words, creative make and passion. This particular case is based on like our crafty month celebration all month. So when I saw the scene, number one, I saw that this is not a color scheme that I can get my head around, so not going to do that color scheme. And I saw these are images of kids, and the subject is crafting, and this immediately brought to mind something that's been on my mind. An evening back in 2015, when these boys, which was Barrett's basketball team, asked to come down and use my craft room, and they they did all different kinds of art, but then got into designing shoes, designing athletic footwear. And I took 5 photos. I have 2 others that I'm going to use. Let me pull those up. I'm going to use these on another page using a lot of the same materials. It'll be a companion page. It'll end up being a 2-page spread in my album, but for right now I'm just concentrating on the one. These are photos of Barrett with Jabril, whom we just recently lost. This is a boy who's been calling me grandma for 11 years maybe, and we lost him to senseless gun violence. I don't know any other way to put it. Anyway, so that's been on my mind, and instead of concentrating on all the sadness that surrounds a situation like that, I'm going to scrap a happy evening. It was happy for me, it was happy for them. And this is Jameer. When I talked to Jameer at the memorial for Jabril, he talked about his memories of that night and how much Jabril liked the apples and carrots and celery that I put out. The rest of them went, excuse me, where's the where's the real food? But Jabril was happy with it. So anyway, I'm using, when I looked at the photos, it's captured my coral wall in my dining room rather vividly, in that figures in, well, all but this picture. So I'm going to put this photo maybe in the middle and then have the other one down here. I was going to do it a different way, but I'll explain that in a minute. So when I think of bright primary colors, I think of Steven Duncan. And so I went to, and I guess I have 2 different, let's see, maybe 3 different papers. The blue plaid is from a collection called Little Boy, and the title of this one is Wooden Toys, and that's because it's got these, gosh, I just, it was like yesterday I was putting these darn Tinker Toys together. So anyway, so there's that, and then this one I think is from Bon Voyage. No, that's the stripe is from Bon Voyage, and I'm not sure where this one comes from. It might be it's probably from a Halloween collection. But it's that bright orangey coral kind of red that I wanted. So let me start putting this together. My design is going to be rather simple, but I'm hoping to embellish in a way that kind of highlights the photos without overtaking them. I'm always I usually don't pay a whole lot of attention to whether I'm taking focus away from the photos, because I figure it's for my album, and if I like it, then that's enough. But when I'm doing a page with photos that are so special and memories that are so special, I really want it to be a special page, and so that's when I actually try to be a real scrapbooker. And so let me just kind of tell you where I'm going with this and why. Among the pieces of evidence here are kind of taken from the image: stripes, dots, a grid pattern, chevron, washi tape. I didn't plan any washi tape on this, but I've got some small washi tape that I bet I can use. Washi tape, stamps, punches. I'm not using any stamps or punches, although I do have a chevron stamp here and some ink. I may do that, but I die cut a chevron, so I may not use that. And let's see, punches. I don't have anything here that's punched out. I fussy cut out a lot of stuff, but that's it. Okay, envelopes. I made a tiny little envelope, and I'm going to put a flower in it with a leaf. Staples, ribbon, string, hearts, fiber, twine, tile letters, butterflies, people icons. Butterflies. I usually have butterflies on every page anyway, so I don't have any at the table at the moment, but I can find one, and there may be one in this pile of stickers that I have here. Nuvo drops. I've got some Nuvo drops out in a color that looks a little bit more tomato soupy than the coral there, but I think it dries brighter, if I recall. Mixing alphabets, and then talking about crafting or friendship, and certainly these boys have been friends for more than half their lives, and they're still close, and they were all devastated by the news about Jabril. This is my piece of ribbon, and I'm going to use it to kind of set off this, what is not really my title. It's going to be sort of my subtitle, the word awesome. And I'm just going to kind of set it right there, because that looks like a designy kind of thing to do. And Jameer, Jabril's younger brother, Jameer, is not only a very accomplished college basketball player, but he is a successful clothing designer, and he has his own company and sells online. He's got some great designs. So I kidded with him the other day that I was waiting for my royalty check because I think he got his designing experience. He's got his designing start in my craft room. So I'm gonna put this here and hope it's straight. And if it isn't, I'll try to embellish around it so that you don't notice. Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm a little bit not unsure about how to do this. This one was going to be the one that went here, and I guess this one already has been, okay, so I could kind of move that one. I actually wanted the photos in in a line, kind of like that. And yes, I know there's more border there, and I can cover that with embellishments. So let me put this one a little bit off to the top, and this one will go no, I don't want that. I want it this way and this way. There we go. Now I've got duh. Okay, I'm going to put these down by the foam bits, and that I'll line them up first. Then I will insert these things, these frames. Okay, the frames are both from Vicki Boutin, and I forget which collection. I have pulled out all the frames and stored them together without respect for their home collections. Okay, and so that one's going to go like so. Okay, now I'm going to get some glue on these, and I'm trying a new glue. I will tell you how I feel about it maybe at the end of this video. It is, I believe, an exclusive product from scrapbook.com. It's called Artist Craft Glue. It's non-toxic, long-lasting, hold, dries clear and smooth, perfect for paper crafts. That's the blurb on the container. And for me, what I'm looking for is always is a glue that that is tacky right away, so that you don't have to wait for it to dry to make it stop moving around. And I don't know that this is that yet. I know there are a couple other glues that I like that I have difficulty with certain aspects. hard to explain. Okay, I like this little tag that says random act of crafting. Let me take this phone call. Hey, I'm filming right now. Can I call you back? Oh, yeah. Okay, bye. Sorry for that. Sorry about that. Now that I use a webcam instead of my phone, my phone can ring. So, and I like it that way in case, usually the only calls that come in on my phone are urgent. It's kind of, Okay, so I'm going to put this down here, and that leaves this and this to get some little icons going. And I have, okay, so I forgot to tell you, I like this random act of crafting, and I like kind of putting it like this, and then I think that leaves room maybe for my envelope. And look how cute that little envelope is. I cut it out of Halloween paper, a Halloween paper scrap, because I love this color. And of course the Halloween part shows if you leave the envelope open. But if I insert a flower like so and a leaf kind of behind it, I think I should be good. And that can go like right there. And I'll maybe put it off to the side. Okay, and I have this, ignore our mess, we're making memories. And I thought I would put that on one of the photos. This one shows the most mess, but that you know, I don't want to cover Jameer's head, and this one would cover a head. So I'm going to put it here, and what it's covering is, for any of you who are following my organize videos, this is where I stored my stamps, when I took them all off the wooden blocks and stored them in the clamshells in the bookshelves. So on my next video, I'll kind of show you what became of all of these. These things multiplied and grew over the years, and I'm drastically trying to reduce them now. So anyway, I'm going to put this right here, and I don't want it to go too far over onto here, because I plan to use that as a platform. So I'm going to kind of maybe bring it in a bit, like so. And so the speech bubble is pointing to Barrett, and he would be the one saying, ignore our mess, we're making memories. And that's just perfect. I like this little chevron thing to kind of make that part of the title cluster. So I'm gonna put some glue on it and get it down. And I cut this out of the same Halloween paper that I made the little envelope out of. Okay, so let me put this, I'm going to put it right here. So, because I forgot that I want to put that there. And I'm going to go ahead and put some tape behind it and have it kind of coming out at a slight angle like this is. So that's there. And then now this needs a fair amount of teasing to get those petals up. And I want some foam behind it. Let me see. I have a little bit of this foam right here, and what I want to do is put it on the whatever petal is sticking up and out. So I'd say maybe right up here. And I like that these blues in this Vicki Boutin flower, you know, are compatible with the blues I've used elsewhere. They're not matchy for sure, but they're perfect. Okay, this I'm just gonna do a little bit of glue behind. Kind of get that right there. And I'm going to use some of my Nuvo drops in the center of that flower. I think that's where I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put my interlocking hearts. This is where the dots and the grid pattern come from. These are going to fit right there. Okay, and I have this star, which I was gonna put kind of a little ways down so that I could have a crafty icon or something right there. And then I have another one of those stars that I didn't think I'd be able to use, because I didn't think I'd have the room down here, but I will, and I do. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't think there's a certain way that those have to go. I'm going to put that, like so. Now, I have a subtitle, or a title, or I don't know what you want to call it, a subtitle that is Boyz in the Craft Room. So I'm going to put the craft room, I'm going to put the letters on, the words on backwards. What I did was I stuck the tile letters to my narrow foam tape, And now I'm cutting the words apart. And I'm going to put them down. And the letter M is determined not to stick, but I'm going to fix that. Let's see. If this one doesn't stick, I'll go get another one, and putting it on fresh like that will work. I should have waited, but I didn't really want to take the time in the video to do it, and so fixing it is taking the time anyway, so I should have. So, and I have a different alpha. I'm mixing alphas. I'm mixing different tile letters, actually, because I didn't have any T's or H's in the one that I picked. These are my favorite ones. They're a flat finish cardstock tile letters, and they're by Tim Holtz, and they go back probably at least 8 years or so, and I'm running out, and they don't make them anymore. But so let's see. This is not staying down because it's not adhered. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna do my Boyz, and I'm gonna do the Z first. And these are sparkly letters. And okay. So now the title becomes Awesome Boys in the Classroom. See how this moves around because that's still wet? The other two glues that I like don't do that. And I'm afraid this one's going to be my last bottle of this. I need it to be immediately tacky. And yes, that gets me into trouble because it sticks and I have to peel it up if it's not repositionable. But I kind of I kind of don't want anything that movable. I'm not the most careful when I when I reach around my projects. Okay, I have this little kind of sheaf of books. I don't know that applies to anything. I may not use it. Okay, now let me get again. I'm gonna just kind of rest that on there, and I have a few markers. And I'm going to put those here, and I'll overlap them Okay, there. Now, and I apologize for the condition of my Band-Aid on my finger. I have a very painful hangnail that was bugging me, and I decided to wrap it with a Band-Aid, and then proceeded to do a bunch of dishes and stuff. Okay, so I've got this sticker with scissors, and I'm going to kind of maybe place it over here. I have, ooh, you know what? I have an even smaller pair of scissors, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to put these back, and I don't know where I need to put them, but I'm going to put them here. I like that better. And then I have this palette of watercolors, and if I can find, let's see, I'm gonna maybe bridge these two photos with that, or at least do it, have it coming off of here like that. And what I need to do now that I've got those things permanently in there is get some glue back there to stabilize the photos. Same here, and here, and here, I guess, right there. Okay, so I've got that right there. I'm gonna, even though these are pens instead of paintbrushes, I'm gonna go ahead and use them on top of here, here, and here, and those will stick down. That's kind of a nice transition. This is a bit of a transition, but I kind of want to, see, that's still moving around. I kind of want to do something else. I like this glue gun and this punch. And there's the punch, you know, it said to use a punch. Well, I'm using a punch on my page. So I'm going to put this right here, and this right there, and have that overlap down there. And I'm thinking I don't need this, but I'll store it with that. I've already used the word memories here. There's a cute thing here that says memories. There's crafty stuff, DIY, there's crafty memories, true story. I like that. Totally true story. There we go. And I like this and this to go in a cluster up there. That twine and this craft and create. Let me do it this way. And then I could probably use something down here. Although I don't think I need it. Let's go through. There's a camera here that's pink. I don't have a lot of pink. There's pink here and here. I mean, I guess there is some, but let me see if I can find a camera in another color. Let's see. This sticker from Country Kitchen is where I got Ignore Our Mess, We're Making Memories. And what caught my eye was these things, which I thought I might do a border with, but I decided to go with this striped paper. And I don't think I need anything else from here. Here, this is a little boy, and it's got, there's nothing quite like a little boy's, a little sentiment strip there, but I think I'm gonna put a basketball into one of the clusters, maybe this one, because that's kind of what the boys had in common there at that time. And then I want to say best ever. That was actually the best, mostest fun my craft room has ever had. I'm going to put this best ever right here on this tag because the colors match and that works. Okay, and I think I don't need anything else here, although I'm just dying to do something like the dinosaur. There's a blue dinosaur here that I just love. And I'm going to put it right here. Okay, and then I'm going to look for some other crafty kind of thing. Here, this is all about playing games, and what I want to have is either something that will go right here that's very small, or, and there's like a family craft night kind of would have been great. It's a little bit big. I want to say, gosh, how about if I use an image of a television, because that's something that was not on. Here's something that says family time, because these boys were definitely part of the family. I'm going to put it right there, and then I'm going to put this record and maybe this soft drink here. There we go. And then I've got this family time right there, and let me do some jacks. Let me get it. I'm not sure which way to put that. It's been too long since I played jacks. Okay, there, and then this is an adventure. I was thinking of doing something with one of those as a painting image rather than. Okay, so no more monkeys jumping on the bed. Not my circus, not my monkeys. It's a stamp I have somewhere, and I should know where it is. Okay, so right now we're down to using the Nuvo drops, and I'm going to go around the circles here, the part that's exposed, with these little dots. And I think that's all I'm going to do on this page. I love it. I actually really love it. And I hope somehow it inspires you in your interpretation of this um, wonderful case that Debbi has put out there for us. And I thank you for watching. Check out CSI Color Stories Inspiration on Facebook, and that will guide you to. It'll give you a link to the blog where you can get all the details on all the challenges, and then there are albums on the Facebook page where you can put your pages. I love it, and I love those boys. I thank you for watching. Bye.